Hello and welcome back to Investment Vitals. This is going to be a very important video as today I will be recording how I filed my proof of debt in the FTX claim case in the Bahamas proceeding. Before I proceed, this is neither legal nor financial advice. This is only how I am filing my proof of debt in the Bahamas proceeding of FTX claim case. Those of you who are subscribed to the channel or who have seen my past videos would know that I started making videos in September of last year 2023 because I did not find any useful material on YouTube which would help me to any extent on filing my proof of claim in the US proceeding back then. After making the videos, I also got so many comments that I realized many people missed out on filing their claim case in the US citizen. Now, this was hard-earned money for a lot of us. It was life-saving for many people, and hence it is really depressing that many people could not avail the opportunity back then. This is the second opportunity and probably the last opportunity for many of you or many people to file their proof of debt, and hence I request you to share it with your friends and families and post in relevant forums so that the purpose of this video fulfills. It meets the objective that I have. Now, with that out of the way, let me go with the filing of the claim. The link for filing the claim is digitalmarketsclaim.pwc.com. Now, this link can be found in the claims user guide, which I had covered last in a previous video, on the slide number 4. On slide number 4, you can see how do I create an account. In that, the first line, which is the hyperlink, is would lead you to this page. This is also available on the pwc.com stroke FTX website. If you scroll down a little bit, it is highlighted in red. There's this button over here saying submit to click the claim will take you to that very page. I will also leave a link to this website on in the description of this video so that you guys can use it to reach this website. With that out of the way, let us proceed uh, with the filing of the proof of debt. As mentioned in the document, which was as mentioned in the claims user guide, this starts with the creation of account. It says on the home page, please select create claim button, which is this one. When you click on this, it will take you to the relevant portion wherein you have to put in your details. Let me first take you through the columns that needs to be populated, and then I will be filling it separately because while at the time of filling it, I will be hiding details, so it might not be very clear to all. The details that necessarily need to be filled are marked with the red asterisk over here, as you can see, the red asterisk. In here, you have to fill in your names. Let's assume my name is investment. I will write investment and then primary surname vitals, and then you can put in your email. That could have been whatever it is. In my case, it is investment, let's assume, at gmail.com. Whatever is my email, my first name, my second name, that is my surname, and my email. Then the country or the territory code, there's a drop down option that I can follow. By clicking on the drop down, I can select the country I'm a resident in. If I'm an Afghanistan citizen, I'll click on Afghanistan, and then the primary contact telephone number. This would generally be the number that you had used while filing your while opening your FTX account, and hence you can put your phone number that is relevant in this context. That would bring you to the next portion, which is secondary contact, first name, secondary contact, surname, and email. This is not relevant in my case. However, if there's a secondary contact who can be contacted in place of you, you can populate those details. As I mentioned, these do not have that red asterisk or red star. Hence, these need not necessarily be filled. It is your choice. I'm not going to fill this. The next portion thereof is what type of customer we are. Most people watching this video would be individual customers, that is people who opened accounts for themselves. The second set, which is institutional customers, are those who had opened account for a company, that is for a non-individual entity company or a non-person. And the third would be non-customer creditors, that is people or companies that are not customers of FTX but have some money to be recovered from FTX. For example, a supplier to FTX, maybe somebody who's given taxis on rent. I'm just quoting an example. Most people watching this video would fall under the category of individual customers. I will click on this radio button and that will open up the next section that has to be filled in. The next section would require details of the current claimant. Now, as mentioned in here, we have to enter the details of the current claimant if it is different from If it is different from the original FTX account owner, the liquidators will collect details of the original FTX account owner separately. This would be relevant for people who have sold their claim, maybe through a through online channel or through portals like Claims Market. Again, this would not be applicable for most people watching this video. It is not applicable to me, so I can very well go ahead and fill my details, which let's presume is investment, and my second name, surname is Vitals. My date of birth would, again, then the date of birth, which would be my date of birth, which I will populate. Let's assume it is 1st of January 1990, and the date account open. Now, date account open, as you can see, it does not have that red asterisk or red star, and hence does not necessarily have to be filled. I will leave this blank. Eventually, towards the conclusion thereof, we have to fill in the password. We have to create a strong password and confirm the same password. I'm just putting some dummy numbers here. It would of course not match. Uh, but once we have done that, I will click next, and that will take me to the next page. In the meanwhile, let me quickly fill this up so that I don't have to have the hassle of hiding the details that I'm filling in. And I will meet you at the next page. I will be taking to the next. That take me to the next page here. Clicking on next takes us to this page in which they provide us this information saying that an account has been created for your email ID, and then it says please check your email for your OTP code to continue, or you can come back later and log in later instead. So now account is created. I can proceed with account create for balance data later, but I will do it now. I missed an important portion while talking about this, so let me go back on that. Two things that were of pertinence. Let me quickly cover those. Yep. Yes, the two things that I missed was when I create an account. Uh, you can fill in the first name, surname, the primary contact email, the country code, and the phone number. No, phone number has to be without the country code. So if the country code is, let's say, it's the Afghanistan country code, let's presume, of +93, you do not have to put +93 over again. It will just be that phone number without the country code. Secondary name need not be there. As I said, individual customer, the first name and the last name, again it will be same, and the surname has to be as per the order given in the website. I mean, it has to be DD stroke MM stroke YYYYY. Also, the password as we that we have to populate for account creation should include at least one special character, one upper character, and should at least have uppercase, and should have at least have 8 characters. Also, it does not necessarily has to be the same password that was used for FTX account. These are some small things that I missed to discuss some time back, so I thought it's important to come back. Now I'll go back to my email and copy paste that, and I'll input the OTP that has come to that, and that will take us to the next page. I have copied that code that came to my email address, and I'll populate that in the code section here, and then click continue to proceed with the step forward. This can be done at a later stage also, as was mentioned on that notification, that we can come back and do the account creation later on as well. At this point, when we click submit, it has opened the following three options for me. I don't have much of a choice here, but you can read through the privacy policy, the cookie policy, and terms and conditions. I have read them separately, so I'll not read them again. I'll simply click the radio button here, the checkbox here, and then click submit to proceed. Honestly, we don't have much of a choice. Without clicking accepting these documents, these policies, we cannot move ahead. But I would strongly recommend that you read through it to have better understanding of what we are accepting. When you click submit, it will take to the next step of the filing. Again, it will demonstrate, it takes us to the same page wherein the name and credentials are showed again. This includes the name, first name, middle name, surname, the date of birth. It also asks, are you known by any other name? In my case, no. So I have checked the radio button, no. This is essentially confirmation of the detail we filled some time back. The country code, the phone number, uh, the city, etc. Now this is new detail. This is the address of the applicant. In case of Celsius, which was also another bankrupt entity, uh, uh, some people were paid directly in Coinbase account, others were paid through PayPal. People who were outside of jurisdiction where Coinbase and PayPal was being offered were paid in check. It is therefore important that you put your postal address correct, the address where you are able to receive a check if it is paid in dollar terms. I will populate my address here. I would recommend strongly that you populate the address that is correct in your case. Uh, Considering that there are too many details to be filled in, I will pause it here because I don't want to reveal my confidential details here, and I'll see you in the next step. But let's quickly run through the steps that are required in this one. It requires the address, the building name, street name, city, state, zip code, country, occupation. Now, occupation is not highlighted, so you can leave it. But I would rather populate it from my side. It's a drop box you can drop and fill in the ones that are relevant for you. Let's presume from healthcare, I'll click healthcare. Nationality. Now, nationality can be different from your place of residence. You'll have to populate the national. I will populate the nationality that I had filled in while opening the FTX account. You can fill in what is most relevant, and finally the ID number or the national identification number that you might have. That I will populate what I had populated while at the time of opening the FTX account. After that, after populating all these details, I'll have to click continue. Clicking continue opens up the next page, which asks us to link our FTX IDs accounts. Now, for this, it says please enter the email associated to your FTX account and press the link account button to link your account to the portal. Okay, in this context, from what it can be presumed, this is also mentioned in the document that was given earlier. You have a choice of selecting the communication address separate from the address that was given to FTX. Now, for proceeding, we'll have to populate the in this column, the one that is matched with the red asterisk. You have to put in your email ID that was linked in FTX, and that will take you forward. Let's assume that my email is investment at gmail, then I'll populate that and link account, for example, gmail.com. That would be the case. I'll populate my email and I'll link the account, and then we'll see you in the next page. As I pressed click the button for linking it, it tells me that it has sent a 8-digit code to my email inbox. I'll go back to my email and paste that 8-digit code here, and then click verify, and that should take me through. If I have not had I not received that email, then I would have clicked resend code. I have received the code, so I don't have to press this. I'll populate the 8-digit code. Let's presume it is 8888, and then I'll press verify. That will take me to the next step to be followed in this particular manner. As soon as I submitted the PIN, it asked me to confirm that I declare as the claimant that I am the beneficial owner of the FTX account. That is true in my case. I'll click yes and save. That will take me. It says then that confirms that FTX account has been successfully authenticated. I will click OK to proceed with the next step here. Now it also says that I have an option. The linking is done, so that will take me to the next account. For that, I'll go to continue to go to the next step of this process. It will take some time, and now it opens up. It opens up a summary of the balances that I had. It shows what cryptocurrency or what asset I held. It gives me the list of that asset, the balance of the asset, and the conversion rate thereof. The conversion rate in this is the exact same conversion rate that has been taken in case of FTX US, because the process are going in parallel. This is the amount reflecting, for example, for Bitcoin, the conversion rate being taken is at 16,871.63 per Bitcoin, which was the price of Bitcoin at the time of filing of bankruptcy by FTX. Now it is very sad that we're getting less than a third of what the value today is, but it is something. Getting back is a very good thing. There's an option of saving your this list. You can click on export to Excel and save the list for your benefit. You can also go to NFT summary. I did not have any NFTs, so it will come as blank, but you can go to the NFT summary and also review through that if you had any NFTs in your account. With that, having verified these, now I will go ahead and click accept portfolio, because I'm not disputing anything in this one. So I can very comfortably click accept portfolio, and that will uh, in case there's an option of rejecting it also. It says please review your balance by accepting or rejecting. There's an option of disputing portfolio. If somebody believes that the amount reflecting in is not correct, then they can dispute. Then it will go out of the normal process. Most people in for most viewers, this would actually tally with the amount that they held, and hence most people would rather go ahead and click accept portfolio. and a confirmation would pop up again. It says, are you sure you would like to accept the portfolio? Once submitted, further editing will not be possible. Now this is important, that if you have any doubt, you have to dispute the portfolio, because once you've accepted the portfolio that is being displayed here, you have no choice of going back and changing it again. In my case, I'm accepting it, so I'll simply click continue to proceed with this one. Now it takes a little bit of time. Fine, my proof of debt is now submitted. I mean, I got this. That takes it to the next page. It says proof of debt electronic submission, and it would list down a lot of things. It will list down my details again, my name, my address, my phone number. It's again for us to verify the same details that were populated. You have an opportunity of verifying it now. At this stage, there's an option of type of claim and upload a file. It says if there's a dispute, then you'll have to upload a file showing why is the amount disputed. Sorry, this upload file in appearing in this column type of claim is for those people who, I believe, for those people who have bought their claim from a third party who are not the original account opener. Uh, in my case, everything is looking fine. You have to type in your name for signature. Uh, yeah, I will type in my name in this one. Oh, sorry, this is a digital signature, so you'll have to use your pen, stylus, or your cursor to sign it off. I will sign it off my name in here. There's a digital signature, is very nice actually. Uh, you can put in your signature here, and then if you're not happy, you can clear signature and sign it again. I would not be doing that, and eventually you can go ahead and submit the claim. Upon clicking submit, the page popped up with the confirmation. I have removed it from the screen right now because it contained all my details. However, I also received this email which confirms the submission. It says, thank you for submitting your proof of debt form. We will contact you in respect of the know your customer requirements in due course. Of course, as was mentioned, also mentioned in the PPT presentation given earlier, KYC will have to be filled, but this will come at a later stage. For now, the proof of debt submission is done, so a big portion of this is completed. There is still a lot of time left. The deadline is 15th of May 2024. However, it is always better or always advisable to file the proof of debt a little in advance, because if there are any queries or concerns that pop up, you should have enough time to go back and seek clarification on that. I hope you found this video useful. It does take a lot of time and effort to make this. My objective is to be able to provide some degree of guidance to people who are looking for some help in this matter. I did not have any guidance when I had started filling up these forms for the US proceeding, and I want others not to be in the same state as I was. Please help to further my cause. Spread the word, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and share the video with your friends and families, and also post it in relevant forums so that most people can make the most of it. It should not happen that people miss out the second opportunity, which probably could be the last opportunity to get their hard-earned money back. I hope you found this video useful. Take care. Thank you so much.